Well, here's
How
my
much you
take
wanna
on
let
it.
them-
Only fucking white people would do some shit like this.
It's a bit odd. Well,
A
it's not
bit?
white people because it's like a Pakistani, like megala multi-billionaire, like one of the richest people in Pakistan, I think, is in there, and his son.
Pakis are the whites of the East.
Double and triple down, brother. Pakistan.
Yes, sir. I don't think being white necessarily is even just about your skin color anymore. I think it's about the spirit of your fucking.
Yes, white is never described a complexion. It's always a societal concept to whoever's in power.
Now you're kind of
I
quiet
understand.
for number one and number two.
I
You're not
don't-
wrong.
I don't
There-
disagree.
that's a good balance right there. We hear your son just enough in the background, which is delightful. Because as long as we keep him out of the background, we're fine.
Well, we're not potty. We're giving up on potty training for a couple months, but we might as well preempt that.
I mean, hey,
I got this
it is
fucking
what it
box.
is. That
It
sucks
is
to hear
what
that you
it
guys are
is.
giving up on it already. I mean, I get it. I would, after a certain point,
just-
just be like, let's just wait till he's a little older.
He's starting to create a stigma around it, and the reason we jumped back in is because he was starting to like want to do it at home. Like, oh, I gotta go potty, go sit. Like, he was he started initiating.
Gotcha.
But then when it became time to like hold him accountable and like we started changing 6 pairs of pants in a day, it was just no.
Yeah, that's a lot. You can hear me still, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good. We're gonna roll it from the top now. Starting. That's the one. We're gonna get goofy with it. You know what I'm saying?
Goofy.
Get a little silly Billy, little goofy woofy.
And now you got a halo for the subtlety police.
Well, you are an angel, so
Mm-hmm. I'm your angel.
my little angle.
You've seen Hot Fuzz, right?
Oh yeah,
Morning Angle. Morning Angle.
probably my favorite Simon Pegg movie.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
More than Sean?
Yeah,
And then
Sean
what was
just didn't do
there
it for
was-
me in the same
What
way
was
that
the
like
alien one? It was a name.
it's yeah, it's
Evan,
not Ted.
Marley.
It's not Ted. I know what you're talking about.
Dave. Paul.
Paul.
No, that's not what I was thinking of. I was thinking of the End of the World one. Maybe it is Paul.
Oh, that's
Hi,
Paul.
buddy.
That's definitely Paul.
But your mother is in there, and she can get you snacks, buddy. Let me get the gate. We gotta roll it from the top again. I'm sorry.
Baby gate. No, we're not to roll from the top. We're fine. Keep all babies out of recording areas at all times to maximize efficiency of eating chimichangas. Snacks, 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 snacks. I was getting some goldfish. I want fucking goldfish. You see them grippers, boys? Did you see those toes? Those are crazy. Man, I didn't know you were starting a Wiki Feet tonight, bro.
What's that?
I didn't know you were starting the Wiki Feet tonight.
Wiki feet.
When you closed the bottom drawer, you showed your grippers to the camera.
Oh, we gotta.
It's
we
all
gotta
done,
crop
dude.
that out.
It's all done for us. We're getting canceled.
I don't know what to say, man. I want to apologize to my dad for letting him down in such a way.
I also want to apologize to your dad for letting this happen.
What's new with you, man? What's been going on this week?
I got chimichangas.
Okay.
That's my new.
Okay. Okay.
No, not too much new. Two big things. Number one, I am one rank below Infinite on Marvel Snap for the first time ever.
What?
Yeah.
Unbelievable achievement.
Well, last season, my peak ever was Diamond, which is like rank 60. And now I'm at like the rank 90 period, which is galactic.
Jeez.
Yeah. I hit a lick.
Yeah, it seems like you're on a good streak. Let's hope you can,
Until
seal the
I
deal.
hit 90. Then now it's been like insane. People are fucking sweats. So
Yeah.
I just fluctuate wins losses every so often.
Yeah. We got a co-star today.
Dude, what kind of snacks is he gonna get? Who knows?
It's my friend. Can you say hi, Fleeb?
Hi, buddy.
He says hi, buddy. Can we I'm talking to my friend right now. Do you think you let us chat?
No, you know we should let our kids run the podcast. That's what we should do. We should just have a 4-month-old and a 3-year-old.
A 4-month-old and a 3-year-old run it, huh?
That'd be funny.
What are you doing? He's eating chimichangas.
Facts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ask me if he likes chicken
That
or
is-
beef.
Do you like chicken or beef better? No, don't touch the microphone. Which do you like better, chicken or beef? You like chicken better?
Wise choice. Let's go. Woo!
He says that was a good choice. No.
You know what?
He played the long game on you.
He's hired. This guy's
Yeah.
got great opinions. Wonderful takes.
I love you. Okay. Daddy, will see you later.
Daddy's gonna talk to his friend.
And now your son's got a wiki feed? Hell yeah.
Yeah, true.
Dude. Sick. We're getting so many new internet resources started for us.
Get him started young. That's what I say.
Let us know
before
in the
they can
comment
find
section
a
if
way.
you're from the wiki feed.
So for me, wait, you had two things. You said
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
immortal.
Live action
Or
One
Infinite.
Piece trailer came out.
Oh.
I don't know how I feel about it. It's a
Wait,
minute
what?
and 31
the series
seconds.
isn't even over.
Yeah,
the series isn't
okay,
even over.
okay. It's been going on for only 25 years, so
So
they have some time to catch up on.
then again, yeah, they did that with Game of Thrones. They actually started and finished the series before the books were done. So
Don't
Who's
even
to
talk
say
to me
that,
about it. Don't even talk to me about the Winds of Winter, dude.
well, I mean, I never read the books, but I think every sane person knows that Game of Thrones was only good season 1 through 4, maybe 1 through 4. It's probably 1 through 3 is the
Oh, you
best.
didn't like the ending?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I didn't watch it, to be fair. I watched all of the parts that everyone gave a shit about, and then nothing else mattered. Like, the Raven didn't matter. The fact that he was a Targaryen didn't matter. Like, none of that was, like...
I thought it mattered.
It mattered for, like, dramatic soy effect, and that's about it.
Yeah.
There's
Accurate.
no implications in the actual like universe about it. There's no reason to include it other than like pure, hey audience, guess what?
For the Targaryen, they definitely had like an imposition on the whole thing. It's like, well, Jon could be the one who actually is king, and people would follow him, and is a threat to her being in power and being the leader
I don't know.
and being
I don't know, fam.
crazy.
When
Daenerys
Peter
was
Dinklage
crazy.
took out his dad on the toilet, that was like
That was sick.
it was just the best like
That was,
ending
that was
to
peak.
that arc.
That was peak.
It was unbelievable. It was really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Even like I don't remember what season the Mountain versus Pascal was that 6 or was that 5?
I think
Was
that
it
was 5.
4? That was like getting a little wacky, but it was still pretty good.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. All
What do you
right.
think about House of the Dragon? Do you watch that shit?
No,
Why not?
because I didn't watch the ending of. I didn't watch season 6 or season 6 was the last one, right? I didn't watch the last 2 seasons of Game of Thrones.
Was it? I thought it was
Totally
8
through.
seasons.
Did I watch 6 then? I don't even remember. But no, I haven't watched it. I also didn't watch the Lord of the Rings one. I am still not hip to the Harry Potter one. That that hasn't come out yet. But I am catching up on something. Have you heard of Secession or Succession?
Yeah, I hear that Zeke from Minutemen on Disney Channel is
don't-
going to be seceding soon.
Succession.
Secede.
Have you heard anything about it?
Yeah, I heard that Zeke from Minutemen from the Disney Channel
The
original
TV
movie.
show, you dumb fuck.
Yeah,
I'm talking
the actor is in that show. That is the one point of reference I actually have.
I
to
don't
it.
I don't know what you're saying right now.
Do
Z
you know what's his name? Zach whatever.
from
what's-
what show?
Minutemen. It was a Disney Channel original movie about time travel. Minutemen. Yeah.
Zach Coleman.
Yeah, dude. He's in that show, isn't he? He's in Succession.
Is he the brother?
Yeah, get fucked, idiot. I actually knew what I was talking about the whole time.
This is great. This is great content right here. Whatever's happening.
You Googling me eating, bitch.
Yeah, we're filming. We're
Executive producing.
executive producing. No,
He's in the show.
okay.
That's my one note. You asked me if I knew anything about it. I said I knew something
Okay,
about
so
it.
you knew one thing. Awesome. I'm proud of you. Good work. Yeah, I haven't.
He was
seen
also the kid who glowed in Sky High. Great body of
Sky
work
High
this guy has done.
is-
Sky High fucking
Well,
rips, dog.
he attached himself to a fucking good series. He's got a good credit to his name now.
Yeah, he's a B tier Disney star, and now he's an A tier Hollywood star.
True.
You know how many people have
True.
gone on to do that? Like Zendaya, Austin Butler. Like the list just goes on.
Well, that's the Disney machine churning people out. But what's really horrible?
Well, no,
is,
it's not.
like-
There's 3 layers to the Disney machine. There's Disney machine A, which is like you sang a song on a Disney Channel movie or show, and you're just doing great. Looking at you, Selena Gomez, Zac Efron, right?
Yeah, she
And
fucked
then you
the
have,
weekend.
and then you have the B tier, who are not doing great, and that's
Amanda
like
Bynes.
Mitchell
No, she
Musso,
was Nickelodeon. Who is That So Raven? The
Chelsea.
no, the guy from.
Oh,
That's
he's
So
definitely
Raven.
not doing great.
He's
He's
off the deep
he's a
end.
different level of it. Like it's like a really different level. And then you have the C tier, which are like people who were in background episodes of things and
Mm-hmm.
never really did much for those network like things, but they kept working and kept getting better, and they became like adult actors who were very successful.
It's like the janitor that works his way up into the company. That's
It's like the janitor from Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide, Gordy.
Didn't they try to do a reboot of that show? Am I
Bro,
crazy?
their podcast is great. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wait, and Jeanette McCurdy's got a thing too, but
Jim
she's
McCurdy's
also
got
on,
a
like,
book. She's got a book.
My mom.
I
forced
fucking
me to
hate
do
my
things.
mom, dude.
I hate my mother.
She's dead, and I'm glad that I stabbed her. The book, the
yeah, I
sequel,
don't
the
know.
film.
Well, I mean that takes you to the weird world of wacky Wickelodian conspiracy wearies. You know,
Oh, dude, I love Dan Schneider.
I love feet.
You remember when Filthy Frank was a thing?
A little bit, yeah.
There's a song he has called Dan, like this pink guy called Dan Schneider, and it's really fucking funny.
What do you think about every person getting like any sort of like attention or an audience immediately going to music, like Bella Porsche?
I mean, it's just the epitome of like you retweet, or you like you retweet and you like you kind of eclipse somebody, you ratio the fuck out of them, and it's like, by the way, here's my song. Like it's just that, but in a full spectrum of culture.
yeah, I don't understand why music is the way that everyone goes. Like, is being a pop star really peak? I thought being like a A-list actor would be, or like being an E-celeb or something, but no, we have to like have, maybe it's
I
because
think
it's passive.
I think it's
I don't
because music is like kind of one of like the lifebloods of humanity. Like
But
everyone
so is
can,
film and book was at one time too.
I'd say book is more so than film. I'd say film is like the new age, but like music is like a cultural like diatribe that lasts like, I mean, it goes back thousands and thousands of years. Singing songs around a tribal fire, like it's a core tenet of entertainment within like humanity. Everyone
but
likes
so
music.
was Twitch
Okay, let me
streams.
ask you a question. No, that's a fad. A core tenet is like something that's like existed.
No, I'm telling you, Robert
Robert
I'm not even gonna
Zemeckis.
make the joke. I was just gonna name like a president from the 20s. It's okay, I can't
cool,
remember
cool.
anyway.
Gotcha.
Was Twitch streaming back then too? Go ahead.
Oh, yeah,
You were gonna
awesome.
say something.
Awesome. No, like I genuinely feel this way about music. Like there's like well, first off, like you know this, like music theory is a thing. So there's like
Yeah,
there's like math behind like why music works the way it works.
yeah. White people math, and why did we choose 12 to unequal temperament?
Bro,
instead of-
no, a 13/9 time signature is the blackest shit on earth. Don't ever
No,
fucking
it's
tell
not-
me it's white
it's
people
not
shit.
13/9. What I'm talking about is
I know you are.
microtonal. I'm talking about the sitar.
Yeah,
I'm
I
talking
get,
about the.
I get that, but what I'm talking about is that you can't tell me that some time signatures were not made by a brother. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, if it gets the hips moving, all right.
You know, better
No,
way.
okay.
Why people stole it. That's the better thing
Yeah,
to say. They
true.
stole that shit, anyways. No, but
Or
like honestly,
Pakistanis,
like
depending.
I just really think about like at the dawn of humanity, right? And like the sense of tribalism and coming together and forming small societies, like sitting around a fire, cooking food, and music are like core existential things that have probably been around for thousands of years.
So it's a human instinct to
Yes.
become the
So music
song
is
that
very
everyone
relatable.
sings.
Music is very
Not-
relatable. Yeah.
It's not feeding their ego or their bottom dollar. It's the
I mean, that can happen too. But I think some people do it for the love of the game, you know?
I had a thought and I lost it now. It's just it's sad because there's a lot of people that contribute a lot of heavy work into what they do that get washed out by like, okay, this person moved from one like medium industry thing that they're into another media industry thing that they're in, and they're just like sucking up all the attention because it's an attention economy at the end of the day. You can't listen to everything, so it's whatever like everyone is pushing you to listen to that makes it.
Which
if
brings
it's
us to my
halfway
core
decent.
tangent. I don't listen
Okay.
to country because it's too bloated. It's all trash and it's too bloated. There's not any separation from the good and the bad.
I think we've talked about this. By the way, I think it's episode 68. I don't know for sure.
I don't know if it is anymore. I think it's 67.
We're spinning off into the abyss. We no longer know what episode it is.
Season
We
2,
keep
episode
blending
1.
together.
The reboot.
True. Right now, the reboot. That would have been last week.
Nah.
There is a Sirius XM station called Willie's Roadhouse. And that is pristine country music because it is only stuff from like the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Willie Nelson, and I don't know any of the other names.
But see, here's
like,
the thing. I love that list. But then you have no Garth and you have no Shania Twain. And you miss me there. I love those two.
you like Garth Brooks?
Yeah, dude. He was okay. I don't think I've ever talked to this on the pod, but I talk about this all the time. People are like, you like Garth Brooks? I'm like, not really, but I love what he did with Chris Gaines.
Okay.
I love that he tried to rebrand himself and like be a different person with like an emo swoopy haircut in the 90s and do rock music, and it just failed miserably. And he's just like, guess what, y'all, I'm back.
I'm gonna post something. I want us to do a live reaction. I want us to do a live reaction right now. I'm
A live reaction on the 1 to 10
taking an executive
podcast.
taking an executive stance right now and saying that we need to react to this immediately. He fills stadiums of like 50,000 people, right? He's reached superhuman like celebrity fame. There's no way that he can relate to a common person.
Okay.
So just picture that while you're watching this.
Official. We're now on Facebook. I really wasn't sure about this at the start. But then a friend of mine said something that just made all kinds of sense. She said, think of it more as a conversation. I like that. But I'm already finding out on my own is that it's wiping the walls out between you and me, and I really like that. It allows us into each other's worlds, or I guess in my case, the hotel room. When I think about things I want to post cool stuff, slick stuff, neat stuff. But most of the stuff I'm going to post is going to be raw stuff like this. This is just who I am. So if this is truly a conversation, then I say let the conversation begin.
What the fuck did I just watch, dude? Don't even
First.
know what to say. I
Thank
feel
you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Big shout out to the
I
yard.
feel
If
like
you
I
guys-
just got assaulted.
It was his first ever Facebook post. So what did you think of that?
Well, first off, I want to say thank you for Cutie Cinderella for saying thank you for and remember to like and subscribe as the next video started.
Thank you so much.
True.
Yes.
Based. Subscribe to the 1 to 10 podcast. Like and comment, dude, man. What did I think of that? God, that felt very 2008.
It came out in 2015. Yeah.
It feels like the dawn of Facebook time where people are just like, I don't know how this thing works, but I'm just gonna use it, and like that would have been fine. But 2015, like, dog, you got an IG by then.
He had. I'm sorry. It was 11/11/2014.
It doesn't make it
posted-
much better.
So
Actually, it does, because Trump wasn't a candidate yet, so it does make it slightly better. If he would have
We didn't
joined,
have the- we
if
didn't
he had
have the
joined during
timeline.
like the political discourse period where it's like clearly evident, he's like, "This is who I'm voting for." That would have been weird.
yeah, he I'm pretty sure that he like took 30 takes in his room to do that. Like there's a couple moments in there, like the laugh. Well, I guess it's official. Like he comes across so like rehearsed
Oh,
and
absolutely.
like robotic and unnatural in that thing, in my opinion.
If my man
That,
did not practice it 30 times, my man definitely 1,000,000% made the effort to think about it way too much.
yeah, how
Like
much he was
way
gonna
too
do, and
much.
yeah, yeah, that
Almost
felt uncanny,
inauthentic.
right?
It felt inauthentic, is what it felt.
Okay.
It felt very like,
Good.
yeah, it felt very, very like efforted, practiced, etc.
Well, So
Yeah.
sorry to tell you, but that's who you want on Willie's Roadhouse. No, thank you.
You know
I'll
what
stick to
though?
Johnny
you know,
Cash.
you know what else though is that means think about how inauthentic we are all the time because this is clearly rehearsed. This is the
Yeah,
most rehearsed
absolutely.
podcast of all time.
How many times has my son's balls been on the fucking screen?
To zero, actually. Thank you, the
The
power of
audience
editing.
doesn't know about that. True.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely rehearse that to cut it out perfectly at the inopportune times.
I wish we were scripted. It would make shit easier. I gotta think
No.
sometimes. I
Yeah,
gotta
using
like.
your brain to talk. Well, okay, we got a couple things that we could touch on. So
Whoa, you trying to touch someone? That's kind of weird. All right.
on subject matters, we could do that.
Yeah, let's talk about that there submarine.
Sure.
So
want me to take the
is it
reins, or
4
you got it?
people? Is it 4? Is that right?
Quat-
5. Go on, King.
It is the CEO of the company, a French scuba diver, I think one of the richest men in Pakistan, if not the richest man in Pakistan. His 15-year-old son, and some other schmuck that I can't remember. He might be with the company, or he might just be
And
like a.
one of those guys has a kid who was going to the Blink 182 concert regardless.
Wait, is this a joke that I'm not getting?
No, this was like a real thing. I saw this meme. Hang on. I'll look it up and I'll find it so I can show it to you. But you explain it and then I will explain the meme thereafter.
So there was a company that was created a couple years ago called Ocean Gate that provides a once in a lifetime experience. Come on, nothing. Once in a lifetime experience to look at the wreckage
Oh yeah,
of the Titanic.
this is made in the Yahoo News, my guy.
It's
I'm not
big.
talking. I'm not talking about what you're talking about. That's all over major news sources.
Okay.
What I'm talking about to add on to this is that one of the billionaire passengers, his stepson, defends attending a Blink 182 show during the search. So, stepson of British billionaire Hamish Harding believes Blink 182 will get him through its toughest times.
True, based. You listen. Why are you just gonna sit at home?
So he
and
goes,
work?
"Yeah,
You gotta
I
go
went to
fucking
Blink
concert."
182 last night. What am I supposed to do? Sit at home and watch the news? Sorry, this man has helped me through hard times since 1998." So, like,
mean-
the meme I saw today was someone holding up a big white poster board sign. It's like, "Hey, Blink 182, like, my dad's missing on the submarine. Will you like help me through hard times or something like that?" And then I saw like just reposts of text over that. Like, it's great, dude.
Oh my God.
Like,
So anyway, this company provides a once in a lifetime experience where you get into a essentially steel metal tube with a bunch of computer screens,
yeah,
attached
and a
to cameras on
Logitech
the outside.
controller.
A window that's like about this big. I'm holding up a circle with my hands. A toilet that's open right in front of it. Doesn't have like a disposal. It's just like an open pit. And you're supposed to go for like 6 to 8 hour excursions where you submerge all the way down 13,000 meters to the ocean floor where the Titanic is resting, and then you're not like just a tourist. You're actually like being onboarded as like a crew member for this thing. So there's like training processes, and when you're not
Yeah.
on the capsule sinking to the bottom of the ocean, you're like swabbing the deck and doing shit there. So it's like a whole thing.
Yeah,
and
going port
Sunday
and starboard.
so Sunday morning at like 11:30, the tower, which is the boat that it launches from, lost communications with the submarine tube thing. It's not really a submarine, and we'll get into that
It's a submergible object.
object. They didn't worry because last year they also lost contact with a sub for like 3 hours. I think they're relying on like text messages being sent through like a receiver in the thing, something like that. So anyway, 6 o'clock rolls around when they were supposed to be back, and they didn't show up, and they haven't heard from them since 11:30. So they contacted the Coast Guard. A search ensues. At this point, about 11,000 square miles of ocean That's the surface, and then like in the water in places has been scoured, and we have like multiple countries going through it, and they are searching for these 5 people. The reason that we were talking about billionaires is because you guessed it, folks. It is $250,000
Billionaires.
250 G's to ride this experience.
Jesus.
And so only rich people go there. And I guess I'll touch on some of the controversy. So there's a pending lawsuit a couple of years ago, like 2018 or 2019. One of the people that worked for the company was a whistleblower, stating that the window that they attached was supposed to be 7 inches thick or 7 centimeters, some dimension. And it was only 5. And they fired his ass for it, for calling it out and like sounding the alarm. And there was some stuff that like safety regulations for stuff that goes underwater and as a submersive object. And that
Doesn't it only have a hatch that can release from the outside?
It is. They're bolted in. They can't open it themselves. You have to unbolt it from the outside. So, and then like you mentioned, the controls for the propellers, which this thing moves about 2 miles an hour, is a Logitech controller, a $30 Logitech controller, and scattered about the thing are like basically somebody raided a hardware store. So like little handles are like PVC pipe that's like glued on, and just it looks like a very strewn together thing.
It looks like a tube.
Yeah, like a metal tube that sinks to the bottom of the ocean. Now this is the deepest submersive vehicle ever. They haven't taken people this far down before. I think.
Wait, so were they intending to take them farther down, or is this like, oops,
it's the deepest
drowning?
5-person. It's the deepest 5-person one. Yeah. So the goal of this is for the people to visit the Titanic, to like be a part of exploring it, because what ends up happening is you send like these manned drones that just like take sections of it, and this is like more people can collect more data when they're there.
Now let me ask the question: have we tampered with the souls of the damned too much?
I don't know.
Have we evoked the curse of the Titanic, the next new COVID-19?
Let's note the irony that the name of this submersible is in fact Titan.
It is kind of
followed
funny.
by its smaller cousin Ik, which hasn't been released in the water yet. So
I'll tell you what, they're giving me an ick. That is for squirting.
yeah, true. So anyway, they've been searching for him. They have about.
I'm sorry. Is it bad that I can't help but fucking laugh in the face of the tragedy that is these people like dying, most likely?
I think it's like you can find it funny, like whatever, but
I feel bad. It's terrible that 5 people are probably going to die, but it's also just like, you dumb rich fucks. You could just not do this and live.
Yeah, but like, the same could be said for like people that go on like space tours and stuff. It's like, yeah, you probably don't need to, but what else are you going to do with all that money? It's not like your responsibility as a rich person to like use that money for good, You could, or you could not.
I just feel like doing things for good is like kind of like a cool idea.
They could be doing things for good. We have to like assume that they are at some point, Like he's the richest person in Pakistan. I'm sure he's constantly under fire for his charitable donations. So they're billionaires. Like this is a drop in the bucket for them. It's not like they're saving up for years and years, or this is like a
life's endeavor.
I'm not defending per se like rich tourism, but
how
I
could
think
you?
The response that I've seen on Twitter is a little bit crass, and it feels a little weird, like a little bit too much celebration. But
yeah, I get.
That's not what you're giving me.
No, I get where you're coming from, and I think that is. It's like when the Queen died. Irish Twitter went insane.
Yeah,
a lot of the word colonizer was thrown out.
Yeah,
and it was very funny to be on the internet for a couple hours. But also, after a certain point, you're literally beating a dead horse.
Yeah, a dead queen.
And in this case, 5 dead people.
So they have like 12 hours until they run out of oxygen. At this point, they probably are like suffering from hypoxia if they're not freezing to death, assuming that they're about at the bottom of the ocean, because it's actually really cold down there. And so like if they're still alive, and there's 2 working theories. Either they reached a certain depth and the window failed and the whole thing just imploded and they all died instantly, which would be like Okay, that sucks, but at least they're not suffering. Or the other one is they like made it to the bottom, got caught in like a net or something,
Okay.
knocked out the transmission, and then like they're just stuck there. They can't get out. They can't escape. It's the size of a minivan. They have 90 hours of oxygen, like limited food rations and stuff. Like that is a fucking horrific experience to imagine.
You're
You know,
not
like-
wrong.
Yeah. So I hope that I don't know what I want to say. I hope they're alive and they get found in the next 12 hours. But if they're not found in the next 12 hours, I hope that they died instantly, because it's been fucking with me for a couple of days thinking about it. Like I'm picturing just you and your son, who's 15 years old. Like you took him on this trip. He had his whole life ahead of him, and then like he dies because of you.
Now, final question on the topic.
Yeah. Mhm.
What if they invoked the wrath of Davy Jones?
Mm.
Or
Then they
better
get to
yet,
live on.
they have summoned the Kraken,
Yeah, true.
and we are all doomed to a tentacle-based fate.
It leads us to our next subject that is not in the ideas thing. if
Hentai.
I may. David Grush. Have you heard of this?
Have you seen this? Have you heard about this? No, I have not.
Okay, I'm sorry. I do this a lot, but I'm not trying to flex on you. I just want to know if you're familiar or if I need to start from ground zero.
You gotta ground zero me up just like the audience, dog. You gotta think about
Intelligence
explaining it
officials
to everyone.
say U.S. has retrieved craft of non-human origin.
Oh
As
yeah,
they
yeah,
can.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, I know surprising amount about the disclosure stuff going on right now.
Yeah. So
'Cause I've had some friends have entire huge debates in other Discord servers, and I'm just like seeing the notification go off. Because you know, how many Discord servers do you have, but how many do you actually use, and like use in a way that you don't turn off the notifications?
like 7 notifications, like 35 I'm in.
I'd say about a good 20 to 25, and I have 4 that I keep notifications on for.
Mhm.
So when I see this one going off, and it's just this like incredibly long like list sometimes of you know, like just back and forth about the
Validity of
yeah, and like what's going on, and like here's this link, here's this opinion, here's this, like what do you guys make of this information towards it? Like it just went crazy, man. People were really talking about it between like 3 or 4 people in the server. And
Yeah,
I was like, Jesus Christ. I'm trying to find out where they okay, here we go. Yeah, so UAPs become more prevalent after World War II because the planet within the range is developing nukes. Okay, so the nuclear theory, right, potential. Okay, U.S. invests heavily into defensive systems that can protect airspace and protect against ICBM threats because of nukes, and coincidentally develops the ability to shoot down some UAPs. 3, the U.S. has UAPs and is studying them.
Yeah, the problem is like they have asserted that they exist.
Yeah.
They are like actually studying the phenomena.
You know
A
why
lot
that
of it has-
happened? To
because
the
it just-
Stars Academy.
What?
Do you know what To the Stars Academy is?
No.
Look
Do
it
you
up.
know what this is?
No, I'm serious. Look this up. It's gonna fuck your brain because it's gonna bring us back to that British billionaire son and Blink 182. Tom
The Stars
DeLonge.
Academy is a San Diego-based company co-founded by Tom DeLonge, guitarist of Blink-182 and Angels and Airwaves, Harold E. Putoff, and Jim.
He had a large portion in doing by making a bunch of noise with a following that had quite a bit to do with the initial starting disclosure a couple years ago.
Interesting.
Yes.
So you think that the government didn't want to talk about it, and then there was too much noise, so then they had to say something. You're
Yes.
of that crew.
It's not been proven, but like it happened. You know, it happened. People who
Well,
witnessed it happened.
I
Yeah.
think there's been study that's been put into this phenomena, and like there was a debriefing that talked about why they're starting to release this information, and in it they say like if there's a bunch of stuff that we're seeing, and people weren't disclosing it before because they didn't want to be the crackpots that were talking about aliens and shit, like it was common enough to where everyone's like referencing that thing you shouldn't talk about. We should look into it because it could be a foreign adversary for something.
Yeah.
That's a reasonable explanation for me. And then as they've looked into a few of them, they have found it to be like optical illusions and weird physics stuff when you get high altitude, except for one instance, which was the pill in like 2007,
The
which
red
no
pill
one can
based.
explain. Yeah, it was not the red pill, but it was some like pill that moved in a way that it shouldn't have, and up and down, left, right, stopped on a dime. So
here's
anyway.
actually the logic of what my other friend in the conversation said after like those statements were made. This is actually
Okay.
like kind of perfect to surmise like a lot of the opinion of someone who really is in the belief of like actually trying to acknowledge it.
down the rabbit hole.
He said,
if
I
you will.
guess my annoyance is that everyone is always skeptical when you should be curious, is what I feel like. I don't mean that you should just straight believe that aliens exist or anything like that, but there should be more scientific people looking into it, especially when you have the government say UAPs exist and they don't know what they are. Like these things could actually be a threat.
Yeah, so that's fair, but the problem is if you give an inch, people take a mile. And so,
Oh, of course.
like, we have had how many people that have been abducted, and how many Joe Rogan experiences where somebody has been involved.
How many people have
in
been Joe
the
abducted?
Yeah.
Abducted by fucking Joe.
So it's just you have to find a reasonable way to do it. And then you also, like, in this age of information fatigue, like, you can't verify everything. And when people start saying crazy shit, like, it makes sense to just not give it its credit.
I absolutely agree with that.
Leave it to the people that you trust that have the time on their hands to read into it, like us on the 1 to 10 podcast. And if you're enjoying this, make sure you guys are subscribed. Hit that like button and the
Watch our
notification bell.
TikTok.
We have TikToks coming out multiple times a week. We also have YouTube Shorts that are back on the menu. All that good stuff.
Oh, you got a menu now?
Yeah. It's on our Patreon.
We have a Patreon?
We should. Do we not?
do. Patreon.com/1 to 10 podcast. Go check it out. It's $1, $2, or $3 a month.
I wanna share something horrific. Are you looking?
No.
It's vile. You're gonna want to see this.
Sorry, I had to change the vibe.
That's fine.
Oh,
You
don't
gotta
you
change
do
the
it.
vibe.
Is that moonshine and pickles?
Mhm.
Go fuck yourself. Pickle eating ASMR makes me want
They're
to
actually-
die. A slow,
They're actually
painful
pretty
death.
good. I can
like-
mute myself. if you want.
No, you're good. I don't like pickles though.
I don't love them. You know what? Okay. Throwback. Who was listening? What episode was it? Type it in chat.
7.
Krieger's. Right? Was that the place that we ended up talking about?
Yeah, Krieger's is fine. Yeah. What about
With the pickle.
it?
The specific pickle from Krieger's.
So I've heard this comment from other people as well.
From me.
From Sam also.
The pickle?
Yeah, she talks about Krieger's all the time, dude. You don't understand.
Because it's
the-
gone now, right?
Yeah. They did come back for a short amount of time, like right before the pandemic and during the early stages of it.
We need to get the conversation the first time this happened and this time. I think I asked the same questions. I think I'm actually looping.
I don't think it matters.
No, I'm saying the software is failing. I'm looping in my
Yeah, it's fine.
conversation.
I don't think it matters. I think the people will enjoy it, people who don't get it will be like, all right, well, where the fuck is this? Where's this place? I don't know.
But she talks about the pickle specifically.
yeah, she talks about the fucking honey mustard chicken sandwich with like mushrooms and onions. She talks about the goddamn pickle.
There was a pickle spear that came and it was light green. And I've had it a couple times. I've gotten
It was
in slices
before GMOs ruined our
don't-
lives.
I think it's not brine for as
It
long.
was
I'm pretty sure is
before
what it is.
Monsanto took over.
I need to make a YouTube video finding the pickle.
That's a banger title. Finding the pickle. Whoa.
The individual pickle.
That one.
We had a local thing go pretty viral.
Okay.
I'm sure you saw it on your timeline and in the screenshots that I sent you.
Pew.
You said it gave you AIDS, was your exact quote.
Yeah. So a mother posted something about how some girls were rude to her and her daughter, who is 4'9", because they both had pick tickets to a Luke. Is it Combs? Is that how you say it?
Luke Combs. I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah. Okay. Well, whatever. Country music sucks. But it does sell tickets, and this was a Busch Stadium show, which is where the St. Louis Cardinals play.
Mhm.
So baseball pitch, field, whatever you want to say, stadium,
Big, very big,
very big,
stadium.
35,000 people, right?
Unreal amounts of people.
Yeah. So basically, some younger women, possibly. I don't know what their age ranges are. Were
They're probably college. I bet you're
yeah.
like 22.
I mean, yeah, they seem to have alcohol in the pictures, but either way, some young women were apparently quite rude when this girl tried to go forward. And I believe one of the things that was said is like this girl was joking about pouring her beer on her, and like loudly. And it upset the young girl, and then the mom, like, made a two phone screen long rant on Facebook about it. And she titled like to the mean girls, and then like, yeah, you don't know me, I don't know you, but you showed me enough of you to know I don't care to know you. Like, it's just, yeah.
Guess what? There's a couple things that are interesting about it.
Number one,
share?
public giga witch hunt ensued. Let's just say that.
Yes, they found all of the girls in the picture.
Yeah.
We don't even know if those were the girls. Like, this could have just been a hit job from like a person that hated them. She could have been a fake mom. It just didn't like these girls.
Yeah.
And then two, it was shared 16,000 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then and it had an insane amount of comments, including like I believe a father of one of the girls was being accused.
And he called them trailer trash whores.
All caps.
Called the mom that shared the post a trailer trash whore and a Karen.
Yeah.
What's the takeaway from this? I know you're not invested that much in it, but
concert etiquette is for the fucking weak. And you should have a thicker spine than, like, I don't know, like, I feel like posting about it and not posting a picture would drastically change,
so freaking
like, the intent. So I don't know that this mother was inherently trying to like gouge or whatever. She could have just been venting, like a lot of people use the internet for, in social media spaces like Facebook. But she definitely did not incite, like, if you know who these people are, like, comment and like say all this stuff. Like,
sure,
she didn't
find them.
Yeah, like the internet did what the internet did, and
Right.
that's insane. Because I had seen this before you actually posted it, and I didn't see. Yeah.
It made the rounds.
It made the rounds. If you have any kind of affiliation with St. Louis, you saw it.
You saw this fucking post.
And yeah, it's insane. It's insane that there was this public witch hunt over. I mean, okay, don't get me wrong. Like, yes, the college age girls should not have been saying like mean things to a young girl who's 4'9".
Yeah, she's
there was a
11
girl who was
11
like,
years old.
I saw like in some of the comments how it was like one of the girls who's pictured in the image of like she's not standing near them and she's just in this picture, so people were assuming she did it, but it was really like 4 people who were like really a certain way, and it was not like all these other people who are in the surrounding areas.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like, there's a couple of things. Number one, if you really want to get like super far up in a good position, a pit situation, you gotta show up early.
Sure.
That's on you, blood. Like, you gotta be there early if you want to be at the front of the pit.
Gang. That's on you, gang.
No, I'm serious though. Like, if you want to be at the very front, or if you want to have like a good view, either you get to the side of a gate or you get to the very front. And it's on that mom to like dictate that kind of
Yeah, because your daughter doesn't know. So yes,
yeah,
her
like she's
encouraging
explained to her like, hey, we have to go early to do this if she really wants to do that. But like, I don't think it's right or wrong of either person to act the way they did ultimately. Like, yes, a child should have a better opportunity to get farther in the crowd, and anyone who kind of doesn't like immediately acknowledge that, you're kind of just a jerk. But to like go out and make this huge post,
Yeah,
and include the image of people, like,
absolutely.
that's kind of like, you're already aggressive, by taking a picture of these people so like I can remember their faces. So if you either A, take that picture and you're stewing over it and then you decide to make this post, that's one thing. Or B, you know you're going to make the post. So you just take the picture and then you're like, I'm going to cook this one up later.
Yeah.
Both are fucking weird.
Yeah.
I think so. I think the picture is the point of intent here. And the question
think,
is that was this a picture taken where she was just beat red mad right away, or she's just like,
yeah, is she a turbo cunt?
what was okay? There's a room for her to not be a turbo cunt, and that is probably like, which girls are you talking about, honey? Which ones? And I like she didn't want to deal with it like in the way of right then, but she wanted to know what their faces were or whatever, like for whatever reason, and then she like got her daughter away so they could talk about it or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's plenty of ways it could have gone down. So I think that's kind of but I think the post tells the way it went down. I feel like it was like a picture taken like in that moment of like, I'm angry now, so I'm going to take this picture of these people to do what I'm going to do.
I'm gonna get back at them later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The picture
I
shows a
think-
lot of intent.
I think the mom was, she was cunty. She was kind of it was not good. Like, I have a big philosophy. I made a whole write up on it. You know, a couple thousand words.
I
about this.
don't know how to interpret it any other way, you know? And I think this is funny because we were talking about last week, just like the issue of public eye. And like, if you put yourself out there to be doing something like the whole Nick Merckx thing, like you put yourself out there and you express an opinion that's disliked, like that's on you to do that.
Sure.
But this
absolutely.
is a totally different category of like,
This is putting something out there that's like having a consequence on someone else.
yeah, I don't think having a Facebook account like blatantly or like existing on the internet should allow you to like have to be put to this level of ridicule because of a bad experience at a concert.
Well, we don't even know if they have Facebook accounts. Like they were just at a
Some of
concert
them
and they had their
do.
picture
Some
taken.
of them do because people were posting the images
They
and
were tagging
screenshots
them.
of their accounts, and I was like, "Hey,
everybody.
yo!"
They deactivated their Facebooks. My beautiful brightest.
Oh, they did. Yeah, I was watching it happen in real time. I would check it every couple hours. And it would start with like someone still being active and have people that have like an account then no longer active, but screenshots were still posted of their Facebook accounts before they were deactivated. And I was like, "Holy shit, dog!"
I think the mom was a cunt because she didn't address it then and there.
Yeah.
I think that we're losing the ability.
Yeah, that's the one thing too that I definitely took away. I saw someone say in the comments that was like, if she would have like actually went to them and stood up to them and
What
done
would
that
have
for
done
her
the
daughter, it
Yeah.
could show her that her mom really does have her back, and like
Yeah.
is gonna like build this confidence that her mom will protect her and like look out for her.
Yeah, and
all
then
this stuff.
maybe she'll learn like, you know what, I can stand up to people too. Like there's
Exactly.
a whole lot of
like
lessons.
yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of
But
good
instead-
parenting to do.
Instead, what potentially happened is her
Like
mom
mob,
posts-
like
her mom
mob.
posts-
Yeah.
her mom posts this thing on
Validation.
Facebook, and then now she's probably sharing with her daughter throughout the day. Look, babe, look at these girls are getting justice. When really she's like on this dopamine high.
It's a social
My post is at
justice, too.
16,000 things.
There was
I've
some
got
contacting of people's works though, and that's very funny. I have contacted their work. I have called their manager and let them know.
That they said mean things to an 11-year-old
Oh,
at a
sick.
concert.
One of my highlights of the day is a 30-year-old. I get Google surveys, and I'm just like, yes, please.
Really?
Free money, dog.
You get paid for them?
Yes.
Dude, have you ever gotten a letter
Question 1 of
from-
4. Have I searched any of these things? I did.
Uh-oh.
What did I search? Titanic submarine Blink 182. Which of the following was helpful with your query? That one. That's Fox or New York Post. No preference. Actually, no, I'm gonna go New York Post. Yeah, I'm gonna tailor my Google News to being a Democrat. That's sick. Live on the pod. What is the main reason that it had your preference? Not Fox.
Not Fox based. True.
Did any of the screenshots in the previous question fail to load? No. 47 cents, dog.
Have you ever
And now
gotten a letter
now I have 229 on my Google Play account. And you know what I do with that? When there's a movie that's not on any streaming platform but buying it on YouTube
Buy
when
it
it first
through
comes out,
Google Play?
I buy it through Google Play with a big fat discount. So I bought like Spider-Man No Way Home for $5 instead of $25.
based?
Yeah, dude.
Have
That's
you
the
have you ever
move.
gotten a letter from Nielsen?
Who?
Nielsen, it's a survey company.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. No, I have not got one.
They are notorious for leaving cash in the envelope, and then when you fill out the survey,
Based.
they will send you more cash. So we got a $5 bill the other day, and we will get another $5 bill for filling out this one. But here's the trick: if you get another one from Nielsen, don't fill it out right away. Wait for them to send you 2 reminders, and they'll have more money in the envelopes that are the reminders, and then you can send it in.
Okay, so you
for
do
your-
understand that them like doing that, they've taken that calculated risk,
But who knows?
and they can afford
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah, so what? Who knows if my information's valid? Oopsie. I clicked every last option and I lied about everyone in my family. I did an oopsie.
Yeah. See, I wish I would have thought to lie about my information at a much younger age, and instead I just used family members.
Fuck, I was just thinking
So
that.
I get calls sometimes for like one of my family members who I know the name, and I'm like, I just say some ridiculous response, and I'm just like, they have not existed for the last 7 years.
They entered a time
And
lapse
my
in
favorite
the
one:
universe.
do not call back. Do not even perceive me. Just hang, just hang up.
Well, you know, chat, just so everyone's aware, you can go to
Comment section.
donotcall.gov. donotcall.gov. That is the official federal do not call list. You need to enter your phone number. And if anyone contacts you after that, they are breaking the FTC do not call. There's some big
User
fucking
agreement.
lawsuit. There's the user agreement. And
It's not
you are
really what it
liable
is.
up to $1,500 per call made in violation of that.
Oh, sick,
But
dude. I'm gonna start answering
luck
all
getting
the. So my phone has an option, where it's just, it's not even an option, it's just on when I got it. It's like a scam filter. I should just answer the scams and be like, "You're liable for $1,500
Well,
in
so-
damages."
So here's the deal: like
every
people that
scam.
purport to do this will say, like, "Oh yeah, I got $50,000 from it." That's like them tracking down the company. So first of all, you have to like have the agent on the phone that's contacting you right there, like talk to you long enough for you to be able to get their information. Because a lot of times, if you ever ask for like an address or an email address or anything, they hang up right away. It's super frustrating. And then if you call them back, they'll like block your number. So they know that
Sick.
they're breaking the law, but they're not allowing you to like seek recourse for what you're doing. And there's like law practices that have made their living.
I
off of
love
it.
that
They-
for them, dude. That's sick.
Yeah, it's so good to just break the law and then not be able to be held accountable for it.
Listen, you got a problem with that?
No, it's fine. I wanna say one thing about this concert thing, and then we can leave it be.
Yemen.
I think that it's really sad that the way we're like seeking retribution for stuff is not through society anymore. It's through the online like wave.
Yeah.
Like
I think
we're
there's
missing
only
out on,
one
like-
appropriate way to really seek that kind of validation online, and that's through Ask Jesus on Twitch.
Have you been watching him?
We're
Are
gonna
you
check out and
feeling
see if he's live right
Feeling the
now.
pull?
About
Oh, he is.
Oh
He's
boy,
he's just saying noises though. He's
is he
not.
talking about fate?
No, dude, it's not even like discernible English. It's
Hang
just
on, I'm gonna click him.
it's the guy's name being Spaspoli or something like that.
I got you, my friend Deuteronomy.
Yeah. See, it's nonsense because of the name right now.
Oh, it's they broke him. They broke
Oh.
the audio.
Whoa, they're gonna
That's what
fix him. They
did.
fixed him. They just reset him. Look at that. Oh wow, that's crazy. That was interesting to watch. Yeah, asking Jesus is still an option on Twitch. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
Anyways,
he has
here's
a reset button.
here's Neil Cicerego's Wonderwall. No, I'm kidding.
This guy has gotten 121 subscribers. This is actually crazy.
Sick. It's 10 times as many as me.
Based.
What a guy.
What do we got? What else do we got, brother?
Jonathan Majors got like his court date today for that assault trial that's beginning. So August 3rd is his first day of his trial. That's
I don't know who Jonathan Majors is. Explain it to me like I'm retarded.
he's the guy who played
Sorry,
Kang the
I should- I
Conqueror
need to stop.
in Loki and in Ant-Man Quantumania. and he also was in Lovecraft Country, and he back in March got arrested for domestic assault. Probably, I think is what it was.
He did an oopsie.
He did a
did
whoop
a-
woo, and
home style.
they
oopsie.
entered new information today saying that like we have like more evidence than we've even presented already. They're not presenting to public until later because of when they've
Pending
submitted
investigation.
more. They submitted more information already to the court that proves him false. The accused said that weird. And then when they did, the defense's story has changed. So they're not wanting to play that ball game where they submit it too early to discovery and
Allow them to wriggle around.
yes, which is what they seem to have done already. So they're trying to avoid that so he can come out the winner of this and be a bad guy in Marvel instead of real life, I guess.
Such a shame. This could happen to you and me. You know, we could be falsely accused of domestic violence and be prevented from being a villain in a Marvel movie. This is
I
the
mean,
America that they.
Okay, hear me out. It's not just like a movie. It's like he's like the new Thanos, so it's like the big bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a bigger contract, you know. So it's not just one Marvel movie; it's like 5 Marvel movies probably.
Okay,
and
so
like-
they could prevent us from being in one Marvel movie, but 5,
Nay,
no, nay.
nay, I say nay. Oh yeah, and then Secret Invasion came out today, starting on Disney Plus like this week. So I'm gonna watch
Yeah,
that.
well,
after
there was
this.
a website with a password for it that people were.
Yeah. Then Jordan the Stallion on TikTok was like, "I'm gonna do the thing I always do and be really cool and say things really smooth, and then also show you guys cool shit."
This is that the black guy that says
Hey,
come,
come
here,
here.
and he zooms in a little bit.
Yeah. Hey, come here. They will not stop you from getting free refills of chili at Wendy's. Like,
Wait, you can get refills?
no, this is the see. I said it just convincing enough with the way that he says it that you believed
Yeah.
it too.
No, there was something about you're entitled to refills for something, and then
It's
everyone was
Starbucks
trying to
at
do-
Target because it's not
You can get a
franchise.
refill
It's
on
not a
your-
franchise Starbucks store. It's a rented out space that is branded a certain way, so they can just give you free refills, and they will.
But it's got to be like specific kinds of stuff. It can't be overcomplicated shit.
No, I want the Karen special with the everything in the cup.
The pink unicorn special with glitter. Fuck off.
Okay, you want to hear my most embarrassing Starbucks story of all time? It was the first time I ever had
hang on.
Starbucks.
It's that you've been to Starbucks.
Shut
That's
the
most
fuck up,
embarrassing.
GoBot. I don't drink it regularly, but when I was 17 and going to California, I was like, I want a Frappuccino before I get on this plane. So I went to the Starbucks inside of the airport.
Lambert.
Yeah, that's the one, skirt. And I was like, yeah, let me get a strawberries and cream frap, but let me get a shot of espresso in it. And he's like, are you sure you want that? Like, are you really sure it's like coffee inside that? It's not normally coffee in it. And I was
Bruh.
like, you're right. No, I don't. I had to admit that I was wrong. And I did not
Oh,
want
man.
espresso in it.
Damn.
And yeah, I was
Fucking
embarrassed.
wreckarinoed.
And now I don't drink Starbucks.
My most embarrassing Starbucks thing is
I went to
Really
Starbucks. That's all, folks. Thank
I-
you very much. All right.
I had just drank for the first time.
Okay.
You and I drank alcohol my second time ever. I don't know if you
Okay.
recall.
Sick.
We went to the
A party.
John's. I don't. You had a name for him at one point.
Froggy J?
Froggy J. I don't know. He's like a fucking white supremacist, is what I remember.
Whoa, that's crazy. I don't remember hanging out with any white supremacists, dog.
If I say V,
Don't worry about saying further. I think that is who I'm referring to as Froggy J, actually. So yeah,
I'm
go
sorry. If Froggy J listens, bro, I just got that
on. I
impression
don't
from
think
you.
he
You could-
does.
You could be a great.
I don't
You
think
could
he
be
does.
a great person.
I don't think he actually is one. I think he just likes to say the edgiest thing possible.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, and then the third time was that weekend, and I had procured a bottle of Burnett's plain vodka.
Living large.
I was drinking it out of a water
Wait,
bottle.
was that
sitting
my
in-
house?
The procuring of the Burnett's?
Yeah.
I don't think I've never been to your house except for the recording of the pod, and I don't think that was your house
No.
before.
This is the party I had at my grandparents' house when they were in France.
Unless it was like I showed up to the backyard. At
It was a
one point.
bonfire.
and we were all sitting outside in the back for a little bit.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't think I went inside. I think I just sat.
No
around
one went
the-
inside. I didn't want people inside the house. I'm not gonna let everyone fuck it up. Are you kidding
It
me?
was me, and then
There was a lot of people at this. There were like 20 people at this party. I feel like.
I think I'm Killing You was there.
I feel like
And
he
then
was.
I don't. Who do you know? The straw man. You remember this?
Are you on crack?
The QT straw man.
Oh, of course I know. Well, yeah, of course I know who you're talking
okay.
about.
So
Yeah,
he
yeah,
was
yeah.
there.
Yeah, that was the
then-
night. Okay, so yes, this is the night where QT Strawman's diabetic and has been for a very long time, like
Yeah.
always. So he, that night when I was doing the alcohol run, he's just like, "Hey, can you give me a bag of powdered donuts and use the rest towards the beer fund?" He's like, "I want to live a little." He had his insulin and shit, so he just hung out and yeah,
I
there was
don't
a
even know
lineup.
what that cat's up to, but that guy was wild.
That
He
guy's
was on.
sweet. He's still on Twitter and fucking rules.
Yeah, he's great. Okay. Anyway,
One time that guy gave me Adderall in a case of Halo 3.
he left an Adderall in there.
Yeah, so what happened was I had borrowed a game from him and then I was giving it back to him and he put that inside that case to make it look like I was just borrowing another game. It was really funny.
Interestingly enough, I am now.
And it was like 2
medicated.
Adderall too.
I am a medicated ADHD adult now.
Oh, that's cool. What are you taking?
I started Wellbutrin
Oh, fun.
last Thursday, so it'll be a week tomorrow.
That's
Day 7.
cool. How do you feel about it?
Well, I don't know yet.
No, I mean, more the diagnosis.
Oh, I knew that I had ADHD. I took Ritalin in like 4th grade and something else in middle school, and then something else in high school.
Gotcha.
And I stopped taking it in high school because I started getting really depressed and thinking about
Permitting the
neck-
frog
neck-
sewer slides.
not even like me committing it, but just the concept of neck rope was like something that I had never thought about before, and I was like, okay, this is weird. I don't like that.
Cool.
Let's not.
Everyone
do
had an
this
emo
thing.
phase, okay?
Yeah, a little bit. And so now I am gonna see how it works. It could be
Cool.
like you talk to me in a week and I'm like a totally different person, or maybe I hate it. But I'm upping the dosage to get it through my bloodstream the
Yeah,
right
yeah,
way.
yeah.
So I'm now
You gotta
on
taper
the-
upward.
The 300 milligram
Milligram.
milli-vanillis.
The
I'm on
milligrams.
300 milli-vanillis of.
Silly Willy medicine. Yeah, that's the one.
Oh,
300 millis of Silly Willy meds.
so we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Best of
Who
luck.
knows? Thanks.
No judgments.
should-
I've
should-
done my time on plenty of different medications and SSRIs and anything in between. So mood stabilizers, you get the drift. And I currently am med free, but I've done it before for long periods of time. For
It's
short
never
periods of
it's
time.
never something that I'm never ashamed of it, but
Yeah.
it shouldn't be something.
It
that's
just
shameful.
is. It just something
just
that
is.
goes on.
Also, I've got high blood pressure, so I think I need to look into that. But I also have 2 fucking children.
Yeah, I also had high blood pressure the last time I went to the doctor. So
It's a
Maybe.
silent killer.
wow,
Wow.
I should go for more walks.
I walk 7 miles a day at my job, and I'm intermittent fasting, so I have lost like
It's good.
20 pounds in the
Good.
last since I mentioned the intermittent fasting thing. Like I have
Sick.
now, I gained a little bit on vacation, and I'm
Yeah.
having trouble
That happens.
not eating past 8 o'clock or whatever, as I'm chugging more booze. But
I
whatever.
mean, you gotta live a little.
You need to get Tears of the Kingdom because I sank about 40 hours into it this weekend because it was
Yuck.
Father's Day weekend, and my wife let me.
Gross,
Dude, I'm telling, it's so,
It just is.
it is. It's so
is.
great.
It's a game of games.
A couple things to finish us off.
Yep.
XQC.
Oh yeah, $100 million kick deal, which is $8 million more dollars than LeBron got for his 2-year extension with the Lakers. So we live in a world where a Twitch streamer makes more contractually
Yeah.
than one of the top scoring all-time NBA
Granted,
players.
it's probably like $30 million in incentives, which I bet you is like maybe rejuices on his like stake balance.
More interestingly, it was like the speed run of him and Hassan getting into it again, though. And Pokey and all these other people.
They're in their 3-month like breakup phase where they're gonna be totally chill again in a couple weeks.
Yeah, dude, can't wait for the quarterly makeup breakup. It's my
Yeah.
favorite.
Based. Yeah, but Pokey ate some crow, which was really funny to watch her still like be really smug when she was like.
We
flat out
stand Queen Pokey. How dare you?
wrong. Did you see the slip? Did you ever see that video?
The nip slip?
Yeah, the baloney. It was shocking. I've never seen it on like. I wouldn't have
Oh,
pictured
dude,
it.
I
That's what
muted
was
by
doing.
accident. Oh, that's why.
Oh, that's fine.
I was like, what just happened? I was responding and nothing was coming through.
I was just talking right over you because I'm going.
Yeah, that is what it is. Yeah, no, I mean, that was mean. Don't be degrading to Queen Pokey like that.
I'm not being mean to her.
Sorry,
I
I'm a
just
tier
didn't
3 Pokemon sub. Please don't.
Also, Reddit has decided to start killing some of its power mods. Have you seen that?
Yeah. Yeah,
Because
it's
of
supposed to
the-
be
I
killing
mean-
third-party APIs as well, too.
That's the thing that started. There was a whole blackout, and then
Yeah.
um,
And they made a bunch of subreddits private, which was very interesting to not have LSF for a week. I was like, my morning paper, no.
and now that they're back because Reddit was threatening to kick mods off for keeping them private, they have taken them and just completely like ruined the rules. So now just all of these mainstream subs are like porn. So like interesting as fuck now is just completely like all girls advertising their OnlyFans like tits and ass and here's me fucking on
Hell
the
yeah,
beach and I'm
dude.
giving a blowjob.
I prefer
Um,
r/booty, but you know what? That's a much easier way, I guess, to access it now. It's a higher number of people.
Yeah, higher
interacting.
echelon of Reddit. But they're also starting to kick some power mods off the platform, like removing them and their alt accounts and stuff, which I find interesting.
Interesting.
These people's lives are dedicated to this fucking site. So what are they gonna do? Are they gonna be the next Jeffrey Dahmer? The next who's the
Well,
guy
they'll
that
use their
pretended-
superior intellect to just outsmart us and then buy Reddit.
and buy the Reddit. Yes,
yeah,
with
just
their
buy all of the Reddit.
with their karma. You know what? They're gonna cash in their karma. and
Their
they're gonna
karma.
have
That is truly sad that all that karma would be just completely devoid of substance.
just
and gone.
removed from the thing.
Yeah.
But like, it's kind of interesting. Like, there's no economy for it. You can't use karma to do anything. It's just like a strictly here's how much tism I have.
Or how many
Here's a-
times I've shown my ass on the internet.
Yeah, true. One of the guys from Interesting as Fuck said, if this gets blah blah blah, I will post my asshole, and it did it. So he fucking posted a blurry picture of his asshole.
I love when people make bets on worlds for League of Legends on the subreddit, and there's like, I'll eat a shoe, and then they have to eat a shoe. Amazing, dude.
Ridiculous.
But see, that's the sad thing is because I don't use base Reddit very often. I'm more often using a third party app. So
Why?
Because-
Explain that to me.
because the Android app for Reddit is notoriously bad and like crashes pretty often.
So it must be the reason why I'm fine is because I use the iOS app.
Yeah, and that's why you're fine. But for me, it's like I use Sync, and Sync is like just significantly better. It's easier to use. It's more like user friendly in both like accessibility and in interface.
What is Android to iOS? What's the ratio? Market
Really
share.
cool versus really lame for the Apple people.
Oh
nerds.
my god.
Fucking enjoy your blue text, you fucking elitists.
No shot. The quarterly market share in 2021 was 83% Android and 17% iOS. I actually can't
For Reddit users?
fathom that. This is phones.
Yeah,
This
good.
is-
Give
Of
fucked
the phones
idiots.
in the world, the iOS is what
Why,
did
you
they
don't
say,
believe in
7?
Huawei? Or whatever the fuck the name of the brand is? In
I don't
China?
know. 17%. That's crazy.
Yeah, what's that brand's name? Huawei?
Huawei.
Huawei, yes. Huawei.
Huawei.
See, I'm very well versed in knowing the names of all their social medias. I know Billy. I know Weibo. I know
WeChat, right?
You know WeChat. I know what else? They got some other ones.
What's the one that has the agreement that gives you social credit because you can like use it for payments and everything? Is that WeChat?
I think WeChat has that integrated. Yeah.
Because social credit's like it's not forced yet, but they're laying the groundwork for it. But it is integrated through like a really convenient like.
Plus 1,000 points for convenience.
Oh no, it's like this.
Move me closer to Xi Jinping, dog.
The Winnie the Pooh looking ass.
Oh, dude, this thumbnail's gonna be great now that you said that.
Wait, did John Oliver? Is he back? Did his show come back or something? Why is everyone talking?
I
about
don't
him?
know about that, Limey. I
gotta
don't
look it
know
up.
nothing about that fucking York.
I don't know nothing. Why is Reddit full of pictures of John Oliver?
Whoa,
Thousands,
the sun.
many since
It's
Rio.
his pasty
although
white
thousands
skin
remain
reflecting back onto you.
Ah, he's a vampire.
Reddit users will typically join these mods. The comedian calling it excellent. Wait. While its rules only allowed users to post pictures of John Oliver looking sexy, in effect, any picture of the comedian was allowed because John Oliver is always sexy. I see. So it was just some cringe fucking.
That's so cringe. You know what? And we just posted cringe on the internet. Now we have to end the episode. Goodbye, everybody. See you guys later. Adios. Another episode 1 to Bug Guest. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.